Thermoplastic is plastic polymer material that become polymable or moldable at certain elevated temperature and solidify upon cooling. Most thermoplastic have high molecular weight. Polyvinyl chloride (PVC) is considered a thermoplastic. PVC is one of most commonly used thermoplastic polymer in the world. It is naturally white and very brittle plastic. PVC is manufactured in two general forms, which is rigid or unplastic polymer, and the second one is flexible plastic. Rigid PVC could be stronger and more durable, while flexible PVC can be made to be resistant to chemical and liquid damage. There are few advantages of PVC, which is it was an excellent insulator, diverse application, chemical resistant, long-term stability, flame resistant, adhesion to glasses, and the last one is resistant to oil. The disadvantages of PVC is it have low modulus and also moisture sensitivity in production.
This is the procedure or method in the making of PVC. Firstly, the electrolysis of salt water produces chlorine. Then chlorine is combined with ethylene that has been obtained from oil. This is called as raw material of VCM. VCM is stand for vinyl chloride monomer. This raw material is pressured and liquefied and then fed into the polymerization reactor, which contains water as a suspending agent. Next, the initiator is fed into the reactor and PVC is produced under a few bars at 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. The role of water is to remove and control the heat given off in the polymerization process. PVC form as a tiny particle which grow, and when they reach the desired size, the reaction is stopped and unreacted vinyl chloride is distilled off and reused. The PVC is separated off and dried to form a white powder, or also known as PVC resin. Lastly, emulsion polymerization produces finer resin grades that having much smaller particles, which are required by certain applications.
There are some applications on rigid PVC and flexible PVC. The applications are divided into 5 categories. First is construction, second is packaging, third is clothing, next is electrical, and lastly is others. For packaging, rigid PVC been used as bottles, blister packs, while flexible been used as cling film. For construction, the rigid PVC is been used in window frames, pipes, and house siding, while flexible PVC are used as cable insulations. Next, for clothing, rigid PVC is used for safety equipment, and for flexible PVC is used in life jacket, aprons, and shoes. For electrical, rigid PVC is being used in switches, plug housing, and battery terminals, while in flexible PVC is being used in plug, socket, and cable jacket. And lastly, for application in others, rigid PVC is being used in credit cards and traffic signs, while inflexible PVC is being used in toys, garden hoses, and conveyor belts.
So in conclusion, this study includes all aspects about polyvinyl chloride, as known as PVC. It is one of the most commonly used polymers in the world. So my friends has discussed about introduction, how PVC produce an application of thermoplastic PVC. So now I want to talk about current trends of PVC. So in this graph, it shows that world PVC production volume over 2013 until 2020. In volume terms, the global market size is projected to come close to 53.81 million tons in 2020. The graph of world PVC production increased rapidly from 2013 until 2020. One of the major factor driving the growth of the market study is the rising usage of PVC from the automotive industry. The rising demand from construction and increasing application in the healthcare sector have also significantly contributed to the growth of the market study.